Okay. We have contact. All right, let's fire up the crowd noise here. Okay, checking in. Hello, Bill. How you doing? Hello, Shane. There's Franklin. How's it going, Franklin? Greetings to Ben and to Mike. We're a few minutes early. Let's see. To reiterate, there were a couple of trades on the 28th. The Los Angeles Dodgers signed Wes Covington as a free agent. That's a minor deal, computer-only card. The big swap was between these two teams, the Braves and the Cubs. The Braves traded Lee Thomas to the Cubs for Ted Abernathy on this date. And those changes have been recorded. This is the second game of a 3-game series. Atlanta at Chicago, a day game, of course. They all were in Wrigley at that time. Lefty Denny LeMaster will start for the Braves. Righty Bill Hands for the Cubs. Whoops, here he comes. Here he comes again. You've got to be kidding me. And the fans flee to the exits as, oh my God, it must be Godzilla. Hello, Dan Burke. Well, we'll see how he does today. He's on my lap for the moment. But we all know he's too rambunctious to stay there. Let's take a look at these cards here. And as we get set to start, I'm going to go over the replay stats. There he goes. The replay stats for these two pitchers. Denny LeMaster, 4-3, 3.36. This will be his 10th start. He has 2 complete games, one of them a shutout. Hands 1-3 with a 7.15. 6 starts, 3 relief appearances. In 34 innings, Hands has given up 40 hits and 20 walks. That's 60 base runners in 34 innings. And that is terrible, no matter how you want to flower it up. 8-13, 4.58 in real life. So Hands has been pummeled. No other way to put it. We'll see how he fares today. He's only a 5-inning starter. Nice black tea for Ben. I've been drinking decaf constant comment in the evening after I finish with my coffee, after I get my caffeine overload for the day. That reminds me of, oh my goodness, you can't be on there. Come here. What are we going to do with you, huh? The 50-foot woman, too much to handle. That reminds me, when I was growing up in Laguna Beach, there was a restaurant called The Quiet Woman. And its moniker, I guess, mascot, out in front of the restaurant was a statue of a headless woman. Yeah, long gone. It hasn't been there for years. All right, it is time to start. So let's go over the Atlanta lineup. Hello there, Kelly. And welcome to everybody. Strat-O-Matic baseball. The Braves will send up Felipe Alou in left field. Mac Jones is in center. Hank Aaron in right. Eddie Matthews at third base in the cleanup spot. Joe Torre at first base once again. Gene Oliver doing the catching. Dennis Menke at short, Woody Woodward at second, and LeMaster, the pitcher, rounds things out. Cubs in the field have Randy Hundley catching. The infield, same as usual, Banks, Beckert, Kessinger, and Santo, and the outfield, Brown, Phillips, and Williams left to right. If you notice, the last few games, Torrey has been playing first with Oliver doing the catching. Probably one reason why they felt they could trade Lee Thomas. Thomas is on the Cubs. He's not starting today. Of course, he wouldn't be against the left-handed starter. So we'll see how the Cubs deploy Lee Thomas going forward. It would seem to me, just glancing at it on the surface, that the Braves got the better of that deal. They needed another bullpen arm. Clay Carroll, Chichi Olivo, Billy Odell have all shared closer duty so far. And Bill has some information on this. And welcome, Tunnel Care Bear. Hey, a new face in the chat. Welcome. Thank you for that, Bill. And frankly, it's not surprising, is it? I kind of think that Lee Thomas was getting near the end of the line at that point. In real life that year, he batted .222 and just 275 at-bats combined between both teams with 7 home runs. Anyway, to this game. We're ready to go. Bill Hands is ready. Felipe Alou stands in. He's batting .330 to this point. 5 home runs, 26 RBIs. And here's the windup and the pitch for Hands, and we are underway on a 3-4 right-handed. He hits him. First batter of the game is hit by the pitch, and that lets the gamblers know that the fix is on. No, wait a minute. This isn't 1919. They'll bring up Mac Jones. Jones struggling since coming back to the team. Just 7 for 45, a 156 average. He does have 1 home run. Hands from the stretch. It's a 6-9 ground ball to second base. Beckert has it to Kessinger, to Banks, double play. So the 4-6-3 double play erases the base runner. And with 2 down, here's Hammer and Hank Aaron. Aaron at .237, but with 19 home runs, which leads the major leagues by far, and 44 RBIs. I think I've used it once before, to be honest, Bill. I believe this is the second time we've had a game lead off with a hit batter. So Hands getting ready to work to Aaron now. Here's the windup on the pitch. It's a 110 right-handed. That ball is absolutely crushed to left field. Brown starts back at the track. It's gone. Hank Aaron with his 20th home run of the season. Oh my goodness. Just a 44th game for Atlanta. And Aaron can touch them all. And there's Jeremiah just in time for a Hank Aaron blast. And with 2 away, the batter will be Eddie Matthews. Matthews hitting .246, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, left-handed hitter. Pitch from Hands is a 1-9, and that ball is driven to deep right field. Going back, Williams to the track, to the wall, gone. And Matthews can touch them all as the Braves go back-to-back here in the first, and they lead it 2-0. For Eddie Matthews, his 5th home run of the season. And here's Torrey now. Torrey hitting .340, 6 home runs, 36 RBIs, second to Aaron on the team. Both rank among the league leaders. Hands looks a little bit stunned out there. Hundley's going to walk a new ball out to him. Hundley puts the ball in the glove, pats him on the backside, and says, "Let's go, Bill." And here's the windup and the pitch to Torrey on a 2-9 righty. A grounder down to third base. It's Santo, and he throws him out. 2 runs on 2 home runs. Nobody left, of course, as Aaron and Matthews go back-to-back, and we go to the bottom of the first. Atlanta 2, Chicago coming to the plate. And as LeMaster gets tuned up, let's go over the Cubs lineup. Adolfo Phillips will lead it off in center. Glenn Beckert at second. Billy Williams in right. Ron Santo at third base, batting cleanup. Ernie Banks at first. Byron Brown is in left field. Randy Hundley the catcher. Don Kessinger at shortstop, and Hans the pitcher. The Braves defensively have Oliver catching. The infield, Torrey, Woodward, Menke, and Matthews. And the outfield left to right, Alou, Jones, and Aaron. Okay, LeMaster's ready to go to work here. Phillips steps in, batting .304. 3 homers, 18 RBIs. The left-hander winds and deals. That's going to be a 4-4 right-handed. A fly to center field X. Tough chance for Jones. Jones a 3-7. He's going back on the ball now, still going back, and he can't get to it. That's going to fall in for a single. Leadoff single for Phillips. Phillips with excellent speed on the bases. Star 17 stealer. Let's take a look at the battery. LeMaster a -1. Oliver a +1 catcher. That makes it 17. He'll be held at 15. Phillips on first being held. Glenn Beckert steps in. Beckert hitting .349 so far. No home runs, a dozen RBIs. And Phillips is going to try for that lead, 3-7. 7, he's got it, 1-15. There he goes. The throw from Oliver. 4, he's stolen it. Stolen base for Phillips. That's his 5th of the season. And here's the next pitch to Glenn Beckert. 2-4 left-handed, triple to 3, and would you look at that? Beckert wastes no time getting the daily triple out of the way. That drives in Phillips and makes it a 2-1 game. And it looks like these teams came to hit today, at least so far. An RBI triple for Beckert. Let's take another look at it. 2-4 left-handed, triple to 3. He rolled the 2. And Beckert standing on third with nobody out. Early in the game, I'll roll for inner back. They will be back. Trying to stay out of the big inning here as Billy Williams steps in. Williams, .292 average. Team leading 10 home runs for Williams, 26 runs batted in. LeMaster left on a 1-7, grounder to second. That's going to get the run in. But the infield back saved them a base hit there on an A+. That's good enough to score Beckert. To tag it up, however. To tie it up, excuse me, not tag it up. To tie it up. Let me double check that now. Ground ball A, runner on third. Batters advance, so that's correct. The dice are loaded, Franklin. No doubt about it. At least it would appear that way in the first inning. And here's Santo now. Santo leads the club in batting. Santo is batting .375 to this point in the season. That's pretty incredible. The Cubs have played 37 games. Santo at .375, 8 home runs, team leading 33 RBIs. The Masters pitch on a .311 left-handed base hit into left field. The Braves scored 2 in the first. The Cubs have come right back to tie it in the bottom of the inning. Santo at first, and here's Ernie Banks. Banks batting .254, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs. Lemaster working from the stretch now. Stay up there. No, you cannot come down here. Mookie. Okay, 1-7 left-handed fly ball to left field, playable for Alou, who makes the catch for the second out. I don't know what's gotten into Mookie lately. This used to be his nap time. Not so the last 3 days. Okay, here's Byron Brown, .279, 7 home runs, 22 RBIs. The Master from the stretch, that's a 1-6, and that ball driven to deep left field. Going back is Alou at the track, at the wall, it's gone. Home run, Byron Brown, and the Cubs take the lead, 4-2. Holy cow, a lot of offense already in this one, and we're only in the first inning. 1-6 to 14, he rolled the 7, and for Byron, his 8th home run of the season. To say the least, Ben, holy crap. 3 home runs already in this one. 6 runs have scored, and we're only in the first, and here's Randy Hundley. Hundley, .271, 7 homers, 25 RBIs. The Masters pitch on a 5-6, swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will do it. The Cubs put 4 on the board on count of 4 hits. And they lead it 4-2 after 1 inning. Woo! Okay, I got to catch my breath after that. Hurried to get home today, by the way. I had a doctor's appointment. They're going to send me to physical therapy, trying to fix this impinged left shoulder, which has been this way since my long road trip, and I think it was the drive that caused it. Anyway, point being, on the way home, I stopped at Starbucks and got a drip coffee. And they had quite a choice. Usually they just have the Pike or maybe one other flavor, but they had the Sumatra today, so I tried it. Normally I like Sumatra anyway. Man, it's really good. I could get used to that. Okay, here's Bill Hands. He's been handed a 2-run lead. And Gene Oliver will start things off for the Braves. Oliver, 188, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. The pitch from Hands on a 1-7. It's a single to 3, and he's got it on a 2. Just eludes the diving Santo and into left field. And the hit parade continues. It's a dark roast, Ben. Very full and rich. Not at all bitter. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still Starbucks, right? It's not Coastal Peaks, but it's good. It looks like I'm going to have to deal with this cat. Here he comes again. Sorry about this. I'll be right back. Here's the thing with you. This is the time of day you need to be up here sleeping. Okay? He did not stay there. Runner on first, and the batter will be Dennis Menke. Menke at 298, 4 home runs, 18 RBIs. Hands out of the stretch now. It's going to be a 4-9 right-handed grounder down to third. Sano has it, goes to Beckert for 1 to first, not in time. That's a 5-4 force. Menke standing at first now with 1 out, and here's Woody Woodward. Woody hitting 274. No home runs, but 19 RBIs from the stretch. The pitch to Hans is a 6-4 right-handed. It's a flight to center shallow. Look at that. Just missed some dangerous rolls there. 6-4, Phillips has it. Makes the catch in center for out number 2. Here's Lemastre now, a right-handed batter. Hands on a 3-9, grounder down to third. It's Santo. 2 banks, side retired. No runs to hit, 1 left. So Hands settling down a bit in the second. And you see that all the time, right? Even when pitchers get rocked early, they sometimes are able to right the ship and settle down. Let's see how Lemastre fares in the second. It'll be Kessinger, Hands, and then the top of the order. Don Kessinger batting 256 so far. No home runs, just 7 RBIs. Switch hitter batting right-handed. Lemastre with a 4-10, swung on and missed, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks there for Lemastre going back to the last inning. And here's Hands, a right-handed hitter, 1W. On a 6-7, a grounder to second base X. That's Woodward. Woody a 3E24. Ranges behind the bag on an 18. Nice stop, turns and throws in time. And the pitcher is out. 4-3X. 2 down. And here's Phillips. Phillips singled in the first, stole second, and came around to score. Lemastre gets the sign now. Here's the pitch to Phillips on a 3-7. Fly ball into left field, playable for Alou. And that'll do it. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Lemastre. So after a wild first inning, both pitchers settling in. And it's 4-2 Cubs as we go to the third. Braves will have the top of the order in the third. Oh my goodness. Shane asks, what season would I consider the 60 season the best? Well, let's throw that out to the group. To be honest, Shane, I don't have enough experience with season replays to really make that assessment. All of my 60s play, other than this project, have been on the computer game. Other than 69, of course. 69 was my very first card set, but that was basic only, so that's apples and oranges. Jeffrey Guterman is currently embarking on a, well, he's already started it, a 1968 replay. He completed a 1969 a while back. For myself personally, I like any season where I can use Sandy Koufax. You gotta like that. That's always fun. And hello there, Thomas. Thomas chimes in. Okay, third inning we go. Felipe Alou, of course, was hit by a pitch to start the game. Standing in now against Hands. 6'3", right-handed. That is a high fly ball to deep left field. Backing up is Brown at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Home run, Felipe Alou. Third home run of the game for the Braves, and that makes it 4-3. Let's take another look at it. 6'3" to 11. He rolls the 5. He has the power. And for Felipe, his 6th home run of the season. Exactly, Ben. Payback. Payback for Felipe Alou. And here's Mac Jones now, 0 for 1. One-run game. Pitch from Hands on a 6'8" lefty. He walks him. Not a good idea with Henry Aaron striding to the plate. He's already homered once in this game. Hands checks the runner. Now from the stretch. 2-6 right-handed. He struck him out. Called strike 3. Aaron doesn't like it. Barking something at plate umpire Burkhardt as he walks away. Here's Eddie Matthews, also a home run to his name in this one. Here's the pitch from Hands on a 4-9 left-handed. He goes the other way with it and lofts a fly ball into left. Byron Brown is there, and there's 2 away. That'll bring up Joe Torre. Runner at first, 2 down. Here's Hands' pitch to Torre. 2-6 righty, single to 6 on a 9. That's fielded at second by Beckert, who goes to Banks to retire the side. The Braves get a run on the Alou home run to make it 4-3. And that's where it stands as we go to the bottom of the third. Sailboats on the lake today, indeed. I've certainly enjoyed the 1966. Responding to both Shane and Bill at this point, right? I mean, if you love pitching, pretty much anything in the 60s, other than 69, of course, that was after the mound was lowered. I considered going with 68, but I was afraid it might be a little too much pitching for me. However, I'm sure that year's a lot of fun as well. That was the World Series that got me into the game. Most of you regulars know that already. Okay, bottom of the second. Here's Beckert to start it off. He has a triple to his name. Lemaster into the windup. That's going to be a 5-7 right-handed fly ball into right field. Aaron is there. He'll take it for the first out. Here's Billy Williams now. Billy 0 for 1. The pitch from Lemaster is a 3-9 left-handed fly ball to straightaway center. That's Jones. He is there. And there's 2 away. That'll bring up Ron Sano, singled his first time up. Lemaster gets the sign from Oliver. Pitch to Santo on a 6-10 right-handed grounder to shortstop. Backhanded by Menke on the second hop and fires it over to Torre to retire the side. So 7 in a row now retired by Lemaster after a rocky start. 3 innings in the books, and it's 4-3 Cubs. All right, here we go to the fourth. Gene Oliver will start it off for Atlanta. Gene singled his first time up, right-handed hitting catcher. Hands set, and here's the pitch on a 2-9, struck him out. Oliver down on strike. Strikeout number 2 for Bill Hands, and here's Dennis Menke now. Hands set to work. Here's the pitch for Menke. That's going to be a 2-8 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Third K for Hands, second of the inning, and the batter will be Woody. Hands into the windup. 6-8 right-handed, he walks him. Hands issues a 2-out walk to Woodward. That'll bring up the pitcher, LeMaster. Right-handed batter. On a 4-7, he singles to third base. Knocked down there by Sano, no play. That'll go as an infield single, and Woodward will stop at second. 2-out rally here by Atlanta, first and second. And Felipe Alou coming up. Well, the hitting will, yeah, if you're playing like an all-star game, Ben, in other words, if you have a stacked lineup, due to the 50-50 nature of Strat-O-Matic, if you have a stacked lineup of all-stars, the hitting in the long run is going to win out over the pitching most of the time. But when you're playing stock teams like we are here in the replay, tends to be pretty much statistically as you would expect. I know that Jeffrey started a 62. I think he abandoned it. And he did do a 64 World Series replay. So here's Alou, first and second, 2 down. Alou was hit by the pitch in the first, homered in the third. Hands set now. Here's the pitch to Felipe. It's a 4-8 right-handed, and he walks him to load the bases. So Hands struck out the first 2 batters of the inning. Now he's loaded them up. And Mac Jones steps to the plate. Jones 0 for 1 with a walk. And Hundley's going out to the mound now. Hands nodding his head. Okay, now we're set. Hands staring in, the full windup. Pitch to Mac Jones on a 5-9 left-handed. Fly ball to right and playable. Billy Williams is there. And the Braves leave the bases loaded in the 4th. Boy, that was a must out for Hands there. If Jones would have done anything, that was going to bring Aaron to the plate, and man, if you're the Cubs, that's not what you want. Cubs have been really up and down this season. They started 1-10, then they went on a tear, and they slumped again just recently. Braves underachieved for most of the early part of the season, but have shown signs of life of late. So an interesting game here between these two. It'll be Banks, Brown, and Hundley for Chicago. Here's LeMaster now with the windup and the pitch to Ernie Banks. It's a 4-6, and he walks him. Leadoff walk to Banks. That's going to bring up Byron Brown, who homered his first time up. I didn't give him his RBIs. There we go. Whoops! Wild one, excuse me. 20 die flew across the room. Okay, we're set. The master out of the stretch. The pitch to Brown is a 4-9 right-handed. That is hit high and deep to left field. Backing up is the Lou. At the track, at the wall, makes the catch at the wall. Holy smoke. 4-9, homer to 15. He rolled to 18, and it's allowed out. So Brown robbed there, and the batter will be Hundley. Brown going for the downs for the second time. Here's Hundley 0 for 1. Lemaster comes in with a 3-9 lefty. Ground ball to shortstop. Fielded by Menke. Goes to Woodward for 1. To Torrey. Double play. And that will end the inning. Through 4, it is 4-3 Cubs. Going to the 5th, the first potential fatigue inning for Bill Hands. He's only a 5. Not the best year for Hands. For some reason, I remember Hands as a better pitcher. Well, looking at it now, this would have been his first full season. And then he would go on to straighten it out. Good seasons in 67, 68, 20-game winner in 69. My first card set, that's why I remember that, sure. Probably one of the better pitchers in that season. He was solid in 1970 and in 71. And in 72 with a 3 ERA, and then he started to decline. Although he was pretty good in 73 as well, but only made 15 starts. So for Bill Hands, the youngster, just the beginning of his career. And he'll be facing the heart of the Braves order, Aaron, Matthews, and Torrey. Here's Aaron, 1 for 2 with a home run. The pitch from Hands on a 4-8 right-handed. He walks him. Pitching carefully to Hammer and Hank. Aaron, a star 19 base stealer. Hands with a 0, Hundley with a 0. Aaron will be held at 17. And with Matthews at the plate, he's going to try for that lead. He needs a 7. 6, he does not get it. And here's the next pitch to Eddie. From the stretch, it's a 5-4 flight of center field X. Tough chance for Phillips. Phillips, a 3-E9. Here's the result of that play on a 9. It's the error range. The roll is 11 on an E9, and he makes a nice running catch for the out. Fine play there by Phillips. A little bit more detail on Ben's comment. For example, I'm in 5 keeper leagues, and they are either 18, 20, or 24 teams. Okay, you have 30 teams now in the major leagues, right? You condense that down to, say, a 20-team league. So you're using the top 67% of the cards, basically. Yes, Bill, because if I roll a 1, that's a potential pickoff. The 20 side, it comes up 1, trying for the lead, then you have to roll for the pickoff. So anyway, back to the other thing. 20-team league made out of 30 teams, the offense is going to get a little bit of a boost. Did I roll a 1 for Aaron's lead? Hang on, I might have missed something. We're going to have to go to the replay now. Checking the replay. Okay, there's the 4-8 walk. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, I did. Thank you, Bill. Missed it. It was a 1. The pickoff for Aaron is 12. 1 to 12, he's safe. Rolling for the pickoff, 11, he's safe. The second steal number in play there. 13 through 20, in Aaron's case, he would have been picked off. And here comes Mookie again. So Aaron being held at first. Here's Torrey. Torrey 0 for 2. Hands with a 4-11 right-handed. A grounder down to third, fielded by Santo. He goes to Beckert for 1 to first, not in time, and that's going to be a force. Aaron erased. Here's Gene Oliver now, 1 for 2. Hands pitch to Gene is a 1-7, single to 316. He lines out to Sano. So Oliver hit it on a nail head, but right at Ron Santo, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, a man left. So Hands makes it through 5, and the Cubs still lead it 4 to 3. I'm going to refresh my screen here. On the road, Robert, welcome. It'll be Kessinger, Hands, and Phillips for the Cubs. Lemaster into the windup. It's a 1-9 left-hander. That's going to be a triple to 6. On the 15, he'll settle for the long single, and Kessinger is aboard to lead off the bottom of the 5th. Kessinger, a star 15 stealer. He'll be held at 13. Now let's take a look at Hands' bunting rating. He's a B. Braves will pull the infield in. Hands squares to bunt. He's a C. 11C, he pops it up. First base side. Making the catch is Torrey, and the runner will hold. One down. Excuse me. And Adolfo Phillips steps to the plate. 1 for 2 on the day. The Masters pitch on a 6-7 right-handed, a grounder to second base X. This could be 2. Woody Woodward, a 3E24. Here's the result of that play on an 18. He's got it, shovels it to Menke, to Torrey, double play. A nice play, Menke and Woodward. 4-6-3X, and the side is retired. Cubs, no runs a hit, nobody left on. Through 5 innings, it's 4 to 3 Chicago. Yeah, it was definitely the play there, but Hands unable to get it down, and then the next batter grounded into the double play. So the failed bunt attempt fairly large there. We'll see how it plays out. Bill Hands his second endurance inning as we go to the sixth. Dennis Menke will start it off. He's 0 for 2 on the day. The pitch from Hands on a 1-12. He hits him. Second hit batter for Hands. We ignore the injury in my replay. It's using a exact lineup that's kind of already built in. Here's Woodward, an A bunter. The downside of that, of course, is the pitcher's up next. LeMaster, an 8-inning pitcher. And Woodward will swing away. The pitch from Hands on a 1-11. Base hit up the middle. It's an open single. Menke can round 12. He will hold at second. Tying run in scoring position. First two on here with nobody out. LeMaster, a B bunter. The Cubs now will bring the infield in. And LeMaster will try to lay one down. He's a C. On a 12. Batter pops out to first. Runners hold. LeMaster can't get the bunt down either. So both Hands and LeMaster pop up the bunt attempt. One away, and here's Felipe Alou. Alou has not been retired today. He was hit in the first, homered in the third, and walked in the fourth. Hands from the stretch now is a 4-6 right-handed. That is going to be a double to 5, 2-star single, and this game is tied. Menke in to score. Woodward goes all the way to third on the RBI single by Felipe Alou. And coming out to the mound now is DeRocher. And that's going to do it for Hands. A pitcher with a better endurance rating. I might have given a little bit more leeway to. But with Hands already in his second endurance inning, one hit or walk from fatiguing anyway. And some people play that the hit by pitch should count towards that. I kind of think it should too, but I play it straight up by the rules, so it doesn't, at least in the way I play. So let's see who's going to be coming on now for the Cubs. Hands goes 5 1/3. Left, right, left coming up. Billy Heft will be coming in. He pitched in this game in real life. Heft a lefty. Hands in his 5 1/3 gave up 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. 4 runs so far, 3 of them on home runs. He walked 3 and hit 2, so Hands a bit wild today. And he struck out 3. Runners at the corners, 1 away, and lefty Billy Heft warming up now. Heft has had a terrible year so far. 12 appearances, he's 1-0, but with an 8.74 ERA. The card obviously better than that. Facing the left-hander Mac Jones. And the Cubs will play at a double play depth. Heft trying to coax a ground ball out of Jones here. And he's set to go to work. Here's the pitch to Mac Jones on a 4-6. He pops him up right side. Infield fly rule. Beckert makes the catch. And there's 2 down. That's a big out there with a runner at third. Not out of the woods by any means, as here comes Henry Aaron. Homered and walked already in this one, 1 for 2. Heft checks the runners. The pitch to Aaron is the 6-9. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Back is Brown, leaps at the wall. It's gone. Henry Aaron with his second home run of the game. His 21st of the season. And the Braves break on top. 3 big ribbies for Aaron, 4 on the day. And it's 7-4 Atlanta. Those old-timers can't bunt. You would think they would have been better at it than... Oh my God, here he comes. Bonds had 23 after 40, so this is the Braves' 44th. And Aaron has 21. By far the leader. I think Mays is second. Let me check that. Mays is second with 13. Willie Horton leads the American League with 12. Just to put it in perspective. Here's Matthews now. Heft ready to work. That counts. It's flat. That's going to be a 4-7 left-handed. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 4 runs for the Braves, however, on 3 hits. And they take a 7-4 lead. So we can close the book on hands. Hands not faring any better today than he has so far. Give me a minute here. I'm going to turn the heat down. Okay. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Glenn Beckert, Billy Williams, and Ron Santo. Beckert 1 for 2. LeMaster gets the sign from Oliver. 110 to Beckert is a pop-up left side. That's going to be Matthews. 110 lefty. There's a ground ball to third base. Matthews makes the play and throws him out. And here's Williams now, 0 for 2. LeMaster's pitch. 2-9 left-handed, pops him up right side. Torrey is there. And he grabs it for the second out. And we'll bring up Santo, 1 for 2 on the day. LeMaster's pitch for Santo is a 2-8 lefty, fly to center and playable for Jones, who flags it down on the run to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cubs in the 6th. Six innings in the books. It is 7-4 Atlanta. Heft warming up. Henley Kuntz. Cal Kuntz, the right-hander, begins throwing in the Chicago pen. And it will be Torrey, Oliver, and Menke for Atlanta. Torrey 0 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch to the Heft. 5-6 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Second K for Heft, and the batter will be Gene Oliver. Oliver 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch, 2-11 left-handed is a grounder down to third base, backhanded by Santo, wings across for the out. And here's Menke. Menke was hit by a pitch his last at bat, 0 for 2. On a 6-9 right-handed, it's a high fly ball to left field. That's going to be down in the corner. Bounces away from Brown. Menke rounding second, headed for third, and he is in there with a triple. .6-9 right-handed, homer to 4. He rolls to 12. And Menke will be standing at third with 2 down. That's Menke's third triple of the season. And that'll bring up Woodward with the pitcher's spot on deck. Momentary thought about putting him on, but they're going to pitch to Woodward. On a 5-10 right-handed, it's a grounder to shortstop X. That's going to be Kessinger, 2E40. Kessinger into the hole. Here's the play. 2E40 error range. It's a 5. This is bad news for Kessinger, and he can't handle it. That's going to be an error on Don Kessinger, and the run will score. An unearned run for Atlanta. That makes it 8-4. And LeMaster will bat. Right-handed batter. And he fouls one back as the die rolls off the table. That'll be a re-roll. Here's the next pitch. 3-4 comebacker. Heft has it, throws to Banks. And that'll do it. One unearned run on one hit, one left. As we stretch for the 7th, it is 8-4 Atlanta. Let's check in on the Mookie cam. I don't know where he is. You can see he's already removed some items from this little table. I do not know where the other wine stopper went this time. Yeah, I do. There's the other one at the base of the table. Looks like he may have gone into the bedroom. Well, you know what? We're going to let sleeping cats lie. Yeah, I think he has been, exactly. Creature of habit, you know. 7th inning stretch, now I'm just in the habit of doing it. Okay, the Cubs will have Banks, Brown, and Hundley here in the bottom of the 7th. Lemastre gets the sign from Oliver. Here's the windup on the pitch, 2-5 left-handed, single to 2 on an 11. A liner speared at short by Menke. And here's Brown now. Brown 1 for 2 with a home run. Who said they felt a homer coming? Franklin. Here's the pitch to Byron. It's a 3-8. Struck him out. Just the 3rd K for Lemastre today. That'll bring up Randy Hundley. Hundley 0 for 2. Lemastre's pitch on a 2-7 is a double to 3. On a 14, he'll settle for the long single. And that keeps the inning alive for Don Kessinger. Kessinger 1 for 2, batting right-handed against the left-handed pitcher. The pitch on a 2-5. He gets a base hit to third base, knocked down by Matthews. He's got no play, and Hundley will stop at second. And that's going to mean a pinch hitter for the Cubs. One 2/3 for Billy Heft. 2 hits, 2 runs. No walks and 2 strike. Whoops, 1 earned run. 1 earned run. Hang on. Cal Kuntz ready to come in. And let's see who the batter is going to be. We'd like a right-handed batter here, and it's going to be the switch hitter, Jimmy Stewart. Maybe not. He doesn't have any power. Let's see if we got somebody who has some punch. Looking at Chris Krug, computer-only card, who hit in this game in real life. He's no good. But he is a 3rd catcher. And therefore, pinch hitter is going to be John Boccabella. First and second, 2 away. Lemastre an 8 for endurance, so no danger of fatiguing in this inning. And he gets ready to pitch to Boccabella. Boccabella standing in from the right side. And here comes the pitch, 3-8, liner right into the glove of Menke. And the Cubs go down in the 7th. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. Probably should have used a different pitcher for the Cubs in the game trailing by 4. Saved Kuntz. But we'd already announced him, so I'm going to stick with Kuntz. Exactly, Franklin. Especially that big orange one, right? Almost looks like a child's toy. Let's take a look at Kuntz numbers here so far on the season. This will be his 13th appearance. He's 1-1 with a 4.09. Right-handed pitcher. Alou has not been retired today. He's 2 for 2 with a home run. Kuntz, the right-hander, winds and deals 5-6, and that's going to be a base hit up the middle for Alou. So Lou's been on all 5 times. Mac Jones, the batter. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. Kuntz working from the stretch now. Jones waiting for the pitch. Here it comes. It's a 2-6 right-handed. He struck him out. And greetings to Frank. Hey, Frank, how you doing? Is Jeffrey here? And up to the plate steps Aaron. Man on first, 1 down. Aaron, 2 home runs in this one already. You regulars will remember he had a 4 home run game a while back. Kuntz from the stretch. 3-9 is a grounder to short. That's going to be 2. It's Kessinger to Beckert to Banks. Double play. And that'll do it for the Braves in the 8th. $2%, huh, Ben? That's a pretty good figure in there. $20.25. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi novel or movie. Okay, LeMaster with a 4-run lead, eyeing that complete game. This is his first endurance inning. He'll be facing the top of the Chicago batting order. Adolfo Phillips, 1 for 3 on the day. LeMaster gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 3-2 lefty. Grounder to second base. Fielded by Woodward. Throws him out, 1 down. Oh, nice. I don't know where you live, Jeremiah, but I'm thinking right now, man, room for 1 more? Here's Beckert, 1 for 3. Pitch from LeMaster on a 3-11. It's a grounder into the hole at short. Backhanded by Dennis Menke. Strong throw across, and there's 2 away. Yeah, doesn't it, Robert? It really does. Billy Williams 0 for 3 today. Lefty matchup here. 3-5. High fly ball to right field. That's going to be into the corner, bouncing away from Aaron. Williams rounds and goes to third, and with a triple. He just missed hitting it out of here. Let's take a look at that. 3-5 lefty. Homer to 17, and he rolls to 20. Third triple of the game. And for Billy, that's his second triple of the season. And the batter will be Santo. That's going to get him stirring around in the Braves bullpen as Ted Abernathy begins to loosen up. Abernathy just came over from the other dugout before the game. Here's LeMaster's pitch to Santo now. It's a 3-12, and he walks him. Now 1 more hit or walk will fatigue LeMaster. So Abernathy getting ready in a hurry here as Ernie Banks steps to the plate. And Gene Oliver headed out to the mound. Perhaps to buy some time for Abernathy. LeMaster says he's fine. We'll see how it goes here. He's going to face Banks. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Cubs trail by 4. Here's the pitch to Banks. It's a 3-6 fly ball to straightaway center. Jones is there, and that'll wrap up the inning. Cubs leave 2. Feel like the Cubs have left a lot of runners today. Although not really. They didn't have any in the second, third. They had 1 in the 4th erased on a double play, 1 in the 5th erased on a double play. So more just the last 2 innings. They stranded 2 in the 7th, and they strand 2 in the 8th. And we go to the 9th. And that will be the 2nd inning for Cal Kuntz, Matthews, Torrey, and Oliver. Matthews homered in the 1st. He's 1 for 4. The pitch from Kuntz is a 2-11 right-handed. He pops it the other way down to 3rd, a little slow roller. Sano charging, throws him out on the run. I'll bring up Torrey. Torrey 0 for 4 today. Torrey, the only hitter. No, that isn't true. Jones doesn't have a hit either. Only Jones and Torrey hitless in the Atlanta lineup. And that includes the pitcher. Even LeMaster has a hit. Pitch from Kuntz on a 2-6, single to 6, but on the 9, that's fielded at second by Beckert, who throws to Banks for the out. That is a 9. You can see the little white dot there. And the batter will be Gene Oliver. Oliver 1 for 4. Kuntz into the windup. Comes in there with a 3-9. Struck him out. So a fine 2 innings by Cal Kuntz today. And now we'll see if LeMaster can finish it, or if he'll need help from Abernathy. With the double and the walk in the 8th, it'll take only 2 hits and or walks to tire him in the 9th. And there were 2 near misses on homers, Franklin. A 17 and a 16 and a 17 were missed on high 20D rolls. The 20D deciding to rob home runs today. Okay, it's LeMaster. It'll be Brown, Hundley, and Kessinger. Brown 1 for 3 with a home run. Cubs 4 runs in the 1st, nothing since. LeMaster into the windup. That's a 4-9 right-handed, and that is a high fly ball to left field. Backing up is Alou on the track, makes the catch at the wall on another 20. And that was the same thing here, right? So twice Brown has been robbed. Brown could easily have a 3-homer game with a little help from the 20D. 1 away, and here's Hundley. Hundley 1 for 3 is LeMaster set. That's a 2-3, and he walks him. Now 1 more hitter walk will fatigue LeMaster. LeMaster trying to finish it. He wants to finish it. Don Kessinger coming up. He's 2 for 3 today. LeMaster from the stretch. That's a 4-9. That is going to be a single to left field. Kessinger a weak, homer to 15. That's going to be it for LeMaster. Hundley goes all the way to 3rd on that. And here comes Bragan. Actually, he's going to wait. Being the savvy manager that he is, he's going to wait until the Cubs announce their pinch hitter before he decides who he's going to bring in. And against the left-hander, they don't have a lot of options. Home run will not tie it. They don't have a single batter with end power against the left-hander on the bench. Can you believe that? 5 guys, 6 if you count Krug and Amalfitano, who did play in this game, and they're all W's. Okay, so they need 1 more base runner to bring the tying run to the plate. They're expecting the pitching change anyway. So they're going to go with the switch hitter, Jimmy Stewart. Stewart almost hit earlier in the game. He's going to come up now. And now here comes Bragan. And that's it for LeMaster. So in trots Abernathy to pitch against his former ball club here. LeMaster goes 8 1/3. He allowed 9 hits. 1, 2, 3 walks. 2, just 3 strikeouts. Stewart just 2 for 19, mostly as a pinch hitter. He'll turn around and bat lefty against Abernathy. Abernathy ready now. Here's the pitch on a 4-6. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And down goes Jimmy Stewart. And what do you know about that? It's all up to Phillips now as the Cubs are down to their last out. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Abernathy trying to nail this one down. Here's the pitch on a 6-6, and he walks him to load the bases. And the Cubs will bring the tying run to the plate. Someone earlier, I believe it was Franklin, predicted a big game for Glenn Beckert. He comes up right now, 1 for 4 with a triple. And Billy Williams on deck. Tension mounting here in Wrigley as Abernathy comes set. The full windup. The pitch to Beckert on a 3-5 liner right into the glove of Menke, and that's the ball game. Liner to short ends it. The Cubs leave the bases loaded. And that's the ball game. 8-4 Braves is the final, and I'll have the totals in just a moment. So the big trade of the day pays immediate dividends for the Braves as Abernathy picks up a save. And I'm going to have to look at the Cubs stats to find it. Abernathy had 5 saves with Chicago, so that'll be his 6th of the season. LeMaster with the win improves to 5 and 3. Hands with the loss drops to 1 and 4. Two-thirds with a walk and a K. Kuntz, 2 nice innings, 1 hit, no walks, 2 Ks. There's Rick. Thank you, Rick. I didn't see you come in. My apologies. I resemble that remark, Ben. I had a bagel today, coming back from my doctor appointment. And just a moment, brief wind gust. Stewart bringing Harvey with him. Thank you, Rick, Franklin, Robert, Frank, Ben. Yeah, I got it with the coffee, you bet. I'm still working on the coffee. It's almost gone. Player of the game has to be Hank Aaron with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. And the totals on the game, the Braves in winning score 8 runs on 10 hits, no errors. Cubs 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. Tomorrow a federal holiday. You'll have to clue me in, Ben. I'm afraid I don't keep up much on holidays, even the big ones. Tomorrow it's going to be the Minnesota Twins at the Cleveland Indians. Dave Boswell will oppose Gary Bell. Thank you kindly, Shane. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mike. Everybody. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Started off as a wild one. It was kind of a wild one, really. And Hank Aaron now with 21 home runs in the Braves' first 44 games. Man, that's some kind of pace. It's fun, isn't it? I have to look at his card now. Could he hit 62? He had 44 in real life. He's way ahead of that pace. It's almost halfway there. Ah, thank you, Ben. So it's a new one. I did not know that. So see, I learned something today, as I usually do from you guys. Thank you, Mike. You know, I'm going to get out of here now. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Please join me tomorrow, usual, 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern. Twins and Indians. Wishing you all a very pleasant good evening. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.